Okay, so I want y'all to look at this picture. Yeah, it is what you think it is. Now this is just a little short rant, okay? You got some guys, plenty of them, who are fucking perverts, who will see a woman that got an ass that look like this. And you will tell them this must be ass shots or something unnatural, some kind of surgery, and they will defend whoever this is, like a woman that looks like this, like if it's a stripper or something, they'll say, no, that's her natural ass, you can look it up, when they have no idea if that's really her natural ass. They have no fucking idea. Now, I don't know who the fuck this is in this picture, and I don't care. But I'll leave a link to this video if y'all want to watch and find out who this is for people that are into that. You know, that's you. But you got when you try to say this is not natural or it looks like a deformity, you got guys that'll get offended over this piece of whatever this is, and try to argue with you and probably call you a faggot and all this other shit. Like I give a fuck about that. Like I give a fuck about that, because why are you so concerned about who another man want to be with or his sexuality? Isn't that a feminine trait for a guy to be obsessed about another man's sexuality? But that's for a whole nother video, which I will be coming out with. But I like black women, okay, and I love dark skinned women, love them, as far as being attracted to them and their looks. And I like a lot of ass. I also like women that don't have all that much ass, depending on she's rocking all her other things, like her slim figure and nice personality and things. But the thing is, look, when it looks like that, it looks like a deformity, okay? Because if you look from foot to head, okay, or whatever, you can see that most things look congruent, meaning like the top to the bottom of her body all matches. And it's that still looks kind of off, I'm not gonna lie. Like the way her legs is, that's way too much muscle mass in her legs, so I take that back. But a lot of women that do have an ass like this, everything else matches, but the ass just looks way off, and it looks like it's butt injections. And a lot of times butt injections and surgery would do just this. Now, if there's any woman walking around that have a natural ass that look like this, I don't know why guys are all over them, because they're perverted. I mean, it's like they just want the ass, and the rest of the woman can go off to hell. Because who the fuck wants ass to look like this? That look like a fucking serious physical deformity. It looks disgusting to me. I do not think that's attractive. And if I'm going to fuck some girl like this, how the fuck my cock gonna make it inside of her when there's so much ass that I can't hit it from the back because it's too much for me to get to the pussy, you understand? But the other thing is, a lot of these girls that look like this, these are undercover transsexuals, okay? Because I mean, I'm not saying that this one in the picture certainly is. Like I said, I don't know who that is. But a lot of them do look like this. And when you get to look at them, look at the build, look at the way the calves is, how strong they are, up to the mid thigh. And then look at how the upper body doesn't so much match the bottom. It looks like a Photoshop. Now this one could be a Photoshop. I don't know. But I've actually seen, there have been guys on YouTube that have referred me, when I make comments like this about these women, they refer me to other women, known strippers and stuff, and their pages on Google. And they sometimes look like this exactly. These must be undercover transsexuals, because no woman's body is built like that. I'm sorry. And a lot of times the women that have the huge, humongous, koala fucking big asses, they are transsexuals. They almost always are. Now, let's just put it out on the table. Do I have something against transsexuals? No. I believe that no matter what a person's sexual preferences or who they want to dress like or who they want to be, that is their business and their business alone. I only have a problem when they try to stuff it down your throat and tell you that if you have anything against what they're doing or how they're trying to inject it into children's minds, like what they do in California with this gay education and gay history shit. When they start doing stuff like that, yes, I have an absolute problem with that, and I always will. And people, I'll say really quickly a little taste of what the other video is going to be about. People tend to say that when it comes to homosexuals, they're always the persecuted and the innocent people, and they have a right to want to be treated equal and stuff. I'm not saying that they don't have a right to want to be treated equal, because their personal preference is their personal preference, right? But the thing is, when you try to stuff it down people's throat and act like they were so innocent, back in 2008, you can look this up. 2008 and before, they were going around as groups representing LGBT, and they were terrorizing events that had heterosexual people that were protesting that, you know, marriage and stuff should be kept sacred, as they say. What a joke. But, you know, they were terrorizing a lot of straight people. But they've wiped this clear from the news, so it's going to be very hard to find in web pages. But anyway, yeah, like, yeah, if you want to be that way, that's fine. Go ahead and be that way. And, you know, I believe that if you want to dress like a woman and everything, that's one thing. If you want to get the breasts like a woman, that's one thing. But when you say you want to go and have your genitals mutilated, cut up, and flipped inside out because you believe you are a person that was born into the wrong gender body, that's a mental illness. And it seems to happen a lot with Hispanics and blacks. And the reason why is because at the same time, mental illness got to be a real serious and prominent issue in the black and Hispanic community is the same time when all this transsexual shit started too. It started to be a big issue. And truth be told, black women support this. They are the number one pushers of the LGBT agenda as far as trying to stuff it down people's throats. But they're the main ones that'll get on the public forum going back to like the late 90s and say all black men are on the down low. Da, 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 da. When I have talked to 2 different black women personally that have told me that they fantasize about seeing 2 men together, they watch gay porn. Yeah, it gets that deep. But that's for another video. I just had to give you a little taste. So, yeah, going back to this shit though, this looks disgusting. This is nasty. Okay? I don't understand why any man would find this fucking shit attractive. It's disgusting. Go after some real woman. If you're gonna lust after some woman and say, oh, you know, she's a woman because she got this big ass, go after a woman that maybe you know might be a real woman with decent looking body, not this deformity. It's gross. Okay? And that's my rant.